As the role of a CFO has evolved, we hear a word very often called business partner. So, what is this business partner? Is he a person who says yes to everything that a business proposes? कल अगर सेल्स टीम डिस्काउंट लेकर आती है, ये डिस्काउंट पास कर दो या क्रेडिट लिमिट पास कर दो, is a business partner who will say हाँ कर देते हैं and he becomes a partner because he's enabling business? No, that's a myth. If we look back over the last 10-20 years, the role of a CFO has really evolved. आज से 10-20 साल पहले अगर देखा जाए तो CFO क्या होते थे? मोटा मोटा चश्मा लगा के लैपटॉप्स के पीछे फाइल्स लेके बैठे होते थे. उनका काम क्या होता था? ट्रायल बैलेंस रिव्यूज, लुकिंग एट अकाउंटिंग रिकन्सिलिएशंस. ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा क्या हुआ? लिक्विडिटी रिव्यू कर लिया, क्वार्टर एंड हुआ, मंथ एंड हुआ, ईयर एंड, दे वर जस्ट स्वॉम्प्ड. और जब ऑटोमेशन होने लगा, when technology started coming and advancing, then there was this fear, oh, what is it that finance is going to do? CFOs अब क्या करेंगे? But technology brought in a lot of improvements, changed the ways finance was operating. A lot of back end, a lot of transactions got automated. That made your reconciliations, trial balance, month end reporting, closing, all of that a lot simpler. But along with that, as technology came in, it also increased the pace of change in the environment around. We started coming up with different distribution channels, e-commerce aaya, modern trade aaya, now you have hyper delivery channels, supply chain mein bahut changes aaye. All of that really meant that the complexity in which a business was operating really started multiplying. As a result, finance had to be everywhere. Finance had to now start operating with a lot of speed. Real time decision making की बात होने लगी और हर चीज़ के लिए of course the CFO has to be there delivering data, delivering analytics. So 5 साल पहले या 8 साल पहले big data आया. That's when we started saying कि अब finance का role evolve हो गया है. Finance को सिर्फ reporting नहीं करनी है, finance को data analytics भी करने हैं. So finance started putting on the hat of data analytics. Yes, that happened. CFOs now became very, very savvy with dashboarding, with presenting good data by doing different kinds of analysis. But that too changed. That too was short-lived. So what is it the CFOs are looking at now? Now is the age of AI, where everything is at the drop of a hat. You press a button, you put in a query, you get good formatted reports. Bank reconciliations are all automated. I don't know when was the last time when I looked at any kind of reconciliation or TB. It's all done, very, very easily by our teams, by a lot of support with softwares that we have today. So what is it that we are doing? CFO aaj kya kar raha hai? And what will be the role going forward of a CFO? The role of a CFO has really, really evolved. A good CFO always had to make sure कि उसको business भी समझ में आए. He or she had to go beyond numbers. But today I'll say the role of a CFO really is beyond numbers. The role of a CFO today is that of a strategist. And a person can be a strategist only when he or she understands the business context very well, understands how the business functions, what are the key value drivers of the business. So understanding the business has really taken precedence over just understanding accounts or numbers. After strategy comes that of influencing and communicating. You can be a very good strategist, but you won't be able to deliver your agenda as a CFO if you're not a good communicator and a good influencer. So yes, being a strategist, being a communicator, being an influencer are other traits and skills that a CFO really needs to start working on. Today, accounting, reporting, financial analysis has just become the base foundation. To be truly effective in today's era, a CFO now has to start honing his or her saw on these business leadership skills. A CFO also has to be very, very externally focused today, not just in the world of share market. If as a listed company, it's not just about making sure your own share is doing well. You have to be externally focused to understand what's happening in your environment. How is it that your customer is evolving? How something, a movement over there can erode value for you. what is happening on statutory compliances, how fast are they changing, what is it that the government is looking for now, and is there something that you need to do more proactively to make sure tomorrow that doesn't become a value eroder for you. So if we look back over the last 10-20 years in a nutshell, from being just a finance and accounting leader, CFO today is not just an analyst, but he or she is a game changer, a person who's in the right seat to be able to steward and lead the business in the right way. As the role of a CFO has evolved, we hear a word very often called business partner. So, what is this business partner? Is he a person who says yes to everything that a business proposes? कल अगर सेल्स टीम डिस्काउंट लेकर आती है, ये डिस्काउंट पास कर दो या क्रेडिट लिमिट पास कर दो, is a business partner who will say हाँ कर देते हैं and he becomes a partner because he's enabling business? No, that's a myth. A business partner is a person who's worked hand in hand with the sales team, and hence he understands how the discount will really support the growth or how it can become an incremental cost to the business, not just for the quarter but for the coming quarters, and hence can propose either the right alternate or make a truly informed choice before approving that if it is to be approved. A business partner is who, based on solid foundation in finance and also a good understanding of business, can propose alternate solutions, making sure while he or she is addressing the business need, he or she is also making sure that they are doing the right thing for the company. With all advancements in technology and all support from technology and now from AI, finance is very well placed to be the co-partner, the co-chair to the CEO. Today, the role of a CFO has become more of an ally to the general manager, not just a bean counter like they were called or joked about some time back. Finance today has become a very, very powerful function supported by all the analytics and tools. But to unleash that power, it's really important that CFOs improve their communication, become more of extroverts if they can, or at least more communicative and not shy and not an introvert like they were, and they took pride in it कि बॉस हम तो डेस्क के पीछे बैठ के अपना काम करते हैं. That time has gone. The time is to now co-chair, lead from the front and try and influence so people take the right decisions for the growth of the company, for sustained value creation of the company.